celebrating our local graduates, the class of 2021. We take you live to one commencement here in the Treasure Valley. And the latest on a school shooting in Idaho and the heroic teacher who disarmed the suspect. A look at the outpour of community support. Plus, now is the time to prepare for fire season. Some helpful tips that could end up saving your home.
CBS 2 News starts now.
University is celebrating all 2021 graduates for Commencement Day. All of the ceremonies are held in person. And CBS 2's ERIKA Lee is live at NNU with a look at the festivities and spoke to some of those graduates. ERIKA.
Sarah, the NNU undergraduate commencement ceremony just wrapped up. Take a look behind me. You can see loved ones, family members holding signs, flowers for the graduate friends and family members. So far, the graduate and professional studies ceremony has already wrapped up, and now the undergraduate ceremony just wrapped up as well. It was a beautiful day, and it is truly an exciting day for college students to finally be able to walk across the stage and wrap up their college journey. And today they were able to do it in person, something that many didn't know would be possible this year. Here's what some had to say.
Amazing.
Such a relief.
I think the school they did a really good job. It was a smooth transition, and we're just excited to be able to start a new chapter.
This is NNU's 105th commencement ceremony, and if you were unable to make it in person, NNU does have a live stream of the ceremonies on its website. And we'll have another update for you guys at 10 p.m. on how the undergraduate ceremony went, as well as a recap. Reporting live in Nampa, ERIKA Lee, CBS 2 News.
And Boise State graduates also have a reason to celebrate after the commencement ceremony for their class of 2020. Now, hundreds of students took to the field at Albertson Stadium to receive their diplomas yesterday. Congratulations to all the graduating classes of 2020. And speaking of commencement, the College of Western Idaho will also be live streaming its commencement. That's taking place next Friday at 6 o'clock, and you can watch it on the college's Facebook page. Well, it was a sunny but blustery day across the region. This is a live look at Ontario, where blue skies and a chilly northwesterly flow continue. Chief Meteorologist Roland STEADHAM is here with a look at your Mother's Day forecast.
I love when you get so descriptive about the weather, Sarah. I can tell that you're working on that meteorology degree. Indeed, it has been a beautiful stretch of weather for the last couple of days, but very windy here throughout the Treasure Valley. As we expected, winds have been coming in out of the northwest because that's the way the flow has been. But look at Sun Valley right now, just gorgeous. Really nice conditions with sunny to partly cloudy skies in Stanley and in McCall. The high temperature today, courtesy of that northwesterly flow, has only been in the upper 50s, about 11 degrees cooler than the average for this time of the year, and the low last night was rather brisk as we got down to 37 degrees. So what's going to happen tomorrow is that this flow coming in out of the northwest is going to continue. We'll probably see a little more cloud cover tomorrow than what we had today, but I'm going to go for partly cloudy skies. Now, this disturbance is going to be sliding by in the mountains to the north, may generate a couple of light showers for the high country tomorrow, but there will be some sunshine as well. Here in the valley, overnight lows 39 degrees. Tomorrow, the temperature readings stay on the cool side, right around 61 for Mom and all of her celebrations as well. Should be a nice weekend overall. We'll tell you what the big warming trend is going to be looking like here coming up in just a couple of minutes. Sarah.
Looking forward to that. Thank you, Roland. Now, the heroic teacher who disarmed a school shooter in eastern Idaho says she's touched by all the love. Michael LOCKLEAR from our Sinclair sister station in Salt Lake City is learning more about that teacher and one of the victims.
Parents are so grateful that a teacher disarmed that 6th grade girl, putting an end to the shooting. The teacher is Krista Knighting, an 8th grade math teacher. She posted this on Facebook. "My heart is touched by all the incredible outpouring of love I've received. Thank you. I don't want money. I just appreciate the incredible support of Rigby. I love my students so much. It is why I teach."
Parents and adults, we're supposed to protect the young children, and I think she was in the right place at the right time.
Valerie Moore is a mom whose son heard the shots from the high school next door.
He was in gym and hid in the closet, and was terrified.
Valerie's also a manager at Mrs. Powell's Bakery, one of the businesses on Main Street showing support for the school. Rigby strong.
It's horrible. They should never have to worry about going to school and getting shot. I wonder why people aren't helping these kids that need help, that it has to go this far.
Anybody see Jim Wilson?
Jim Wilson is the custodian who got shot.
I just go around and make sure the building's clean.
Back in 2019, East Idaho News surprised him with hearing aids in this Secret Santa video. Now, Wilson's out of the hospital.
Just extremely dependable, willing to do whatever you ask him to do, and just a great person.
We learned this afternoon that school is also canceled for Monday. The district and mental health professionals plan to use that day to prepare staff for the return of students on Tuesday. In Rigby, Michael Locklear, 2 News.
Well, looking ahead to your Monday morning commute, the roundabout at Eagle and Amity roads will be closed. Detours will be in place while crews work to expand it. The area is expected to reopen in early August. And for those of you traveling overnight on Monday, I-84 will be closed between Eagle Road and the connector. That's from 1 a.m. until 4 p.m. This is so Idaho Power can string new power lines near Cloverdale Road. Now, during the closure, traffic will be rerouted to side streets. And with many hitting the road this weekend, a quick look at gas prices before you head to the pump. AAA says a gallon of regular, it costs about $3.17 a gallon. That's almost a nickel since last week. A year ago at this time, we were paying just $1.80 a gallon. Now to a live look at the Boise airport, where tonight it's often pretty quiet about this hour, and new numbers showing an increase in travelers as of March. Comparing year-over-year numbers, this is the first time there's been an increase since February of 2020. And speaking of airlines, Southwest Airlines trying to recruit some of those who are looking for work. The airline plans to hire more flight attendants as travel continues to increase. American, United, and Delta have also recently announced they're hiring additional staff. Well, still to come on CBS 2 News, now is the time to prepare for fire season. Some helpful tips on how to protect your home. And later, a local teacher helping students to understand the connection between health and wellness.
CBS 2 News.
Fire season is already starting in parts of the West, and CBS 2's Brian Levin explains what to do now so you're prepared before a wildfire starts near your home.
The Boise foothills. They're beautiful. They're fun, a great place to explore. It's also a place to be careful. By mid and late summer, the foothills are dry and there's often an increased risk for wildfires. For people living in or near the foothills, some important reminders: know where your gas, electric, and water shutoff controls are located. The Red Cross says each family member should have an emergency kit. You should keep one in your car as well, in case you can't get in your home. Prepare your family. Parents with young children should have conversations with them. If you have people with disabilities living with you, come up with a plan. We have a link on idahonews.com that can help with this. Finally, know how to escape from your home. You may not have a lot of time, so you should be familiar with the routes around you. Brian Levin, CBS 2 News.
Brian shared a lot of advice in his story, and we've put a link to the website called Ready for Wildfire. Check it out on idahonews.com. This website has detailed information and plans to help you prepare for fire season.
Pretty much this kind of shows what's been happening throughout much of western Idaho today. Sunny skies with partly cloudy conditions in the mountains. Just a gorgeous day, but those northwesterly winds were blowing at about 15 to as high as 30 miles per hour throughout the day today. So the temperature readings that we had in the 50s felt a little bit cooler than that. 59 degrees is the current temperature reading outside right now. Boise 63 in Ontario, 60 currently in Caldwell, and 45 degrees right now in Stanley. Now for Mom, it looks like tomorrow is going to be a pretty nice day. The breezy conditions are likely going to continue. We will see sunny to partly cloudy skies with some spotty showers in the mountains. High temperatures tomorrow, just a touch warmer than it was today, but still cooler than average, as we'll top out at right around 61 degrees. So partly cloudy skies tomorrow, again cooler than normal conditions, spotty mountain showers, and then It starts going warm and very, very dry next week as we get high pressure that builds in. And here's what happens with the temperature readings. Man, they just start jumping up. By Tuesday, we finally get to the average or slightly above average. It's Wednesday and Thursday that the temperature readings are going to get downright toasty here in the Treasure Valley and will be well above the average as we get high pressure and those temperatures start rising into the mid and possibly the upper 80s. So you see this little weak disturbance that's approaching British Columbia right now. This is caught up in that flow coming in out of the northwest. This is going to be brushing by the mountains tomorrow, and that's why I've got a chance of some spotty showers in the central mountains of the state. Here in the Treasure Valley, we'll probably see just a touch more cloud cover than we had today, and there may be a sprinkle here or there, but overall I think the pattern stays dry for Mom on Sunday. Here's tomorrow morning. You can see a little bit more of that cloud cover streaming in. Just scattered light showers in the mountains to the north and in the mountains out here to the west and maybe down in the Owyhees as well. So forecast then for the Treasure Valley looking like this. Tomorrow for Mom, not too bad. Partly cloudy skies, a little breezy with a high of 61. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's going to be sunny. It's going to be very warm. Another weak disturbance may approach around Saturday of next week. I'm not going to hold my breath for any showers right now, but temperatures will likely start cooling down a week from today. But it's going to get warm this week for sure. 7-day forecast for the high country up in the mountains and the Long Valley. Spotty showers tomorrow. Spotty showers are possible on Monday. And then lots of sunshine expected on Tuesday and Wednesday with partly cloudy skies Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The mountains will get nice and warm this week as well. Here's Sarah.
Now, thank you, Roland. Well, a large piece of a Chinese rocket that was orbiting Earth, it's expected to make an uncontrolled re-entry this weekend. Its point of re-entry is unknown at this time, but this film taken in Japan, it appears to show the rocket passing by early this morning. China says it will mostly burn up upon re-entry and poses little threat. The Aerospace Corporation projects it could enter over a large section of the U.S., including New York, Detroit, and San Diego. It says that could happen at about 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, give or take about 16 hours. Neil deGrasse Tyson says China should have done more to control its reentry.
It's not that hard to do. 1/3 of all longitudes is spanned by the Pacific Ocean. That's the great toilet bowl of the space program. All right, you can deorbit something with very high uncertainties and just land it there in the ocean and not hurt anybody. And that's not what the Chinese have been doing.
The Long March 5B rocket launched the first module for China's space station, but it lost control after the core separated. Well, still to come on CBS 2 News, the 7 dimensions of wellness. One local teacher is empowering her students through hands-on health and wellness.
Is sponsored by CapEd Credit Union.
Health and wellness are the foundation for creating resilience, and one local health and biology teacher is empowering her students to take that mindfulness and apply it into their everyday lives. We take you to Kimberly High School in this week's Leaders in Learning.
The purpose is to just sit and be mindful of the breath, okay?
I love teaching kids how to be healthy.
Still keeping that open throat, and as you inhale, can you hear that? And to breathe. Practice it. See what it feels like.
Kids are stressed, there's no doubt. Children have stress. And I think as adults, sometimes we tend to dismiss that stress. And it doesn't matter if you're 6 or 60, the physiological response to stress is going to be similar between people. And so if I can teach these kids how to manage their stress and how to cope with these big, uncomfortable emotions, they're going to grow up to be more resilient people.
Here at Kimberly High School, Mrs. Andrea Robbins is showing her students that health and wellness is an inside job, one with many dimensions, 7 to be exact.
So with this course, it's not super content heavy. It's all about going through those 7 dimensions of wellness, learning what they are, what it entails to be well in that dimension, and then each student writes a specific SMART goal to improve their wellness in that dimension.
These 7 dimensions of wellness are intellectual, emotional, spiritual, physical, social, environmental, and financial. For 2 weeks, her students learned tangible methods for improving wellness, from yoga to meditation and even breath work.
I mean, it's just all over the place, but they all have the common goal of reducing stress.
And focusing on personal growth through each dimension.
While the kids are learning, they're also practicing whatever behavior it is that they've identified that needs changed. They journal about their experience and then they reflect on it to see whether or not it really made any difference.
Empowering her students to be leaders in their learning.
We had a different SMART goal for each exercise, so it's not like we were just learning material. It's like, okay, based on your individual life, what's something you want to work on in each of those areas?
Techniques they now use in their everyday life.
I use the body awareness every night before I go to bed, so that way it helps me kind of wind down because I have such an active brain.
And that's not all. Mrs. Robbins is also working to build her program with the help of a grant from Donors Choose, called Breathe for Change.
It's an organization that is specifically targeting school-aged kids. So how do we bring things like yoga and mindfulness and breath work into the schools to help kids with their social and emotional wellness?
This program will also allow Mrs. Robbins to teach other educators how to bring wellness training into their classrooms.
It's very personalized for each individual student.
Now, if you'd like to donate to Mrs. Robbins' grant through Donors Choose, head to our website, idahonews.com. Still to come on CBS 2 News. Open for the season. A look at the family fun you can have this summer at one local farm.
CBS 2 News.
Mark your calendars because Babby Farms opens for its summer season today. Babby Farms' mission is to give children and adults with disabilities the opportunity to experience hands-on interaction with a wide range of animals you see there. Well, the farm, it's also open to the public, and you can find hours and admission prices on our website, as well as a photo gallery. Head to idahonews.com. Well, CBS 2 News continues throughout the evening on idahonews.com, and we'll see you tonight at 10 for local breaking news and weather. Between now and then, have a great night.
Take the news with you on the radio, 670 KBOI. And for news and information 24 hours a day, click on idahonews.com.